at various Rio Dell specific issues, because obviously the franchise agreements cannot all be standardized. There are going to be unique differences between each of the jurisdictions. And so the council will be looking at some various Rio Dell specific issues, including but not limited to universal collection, bulky item pickup, the continuation of the annual cleanup, recycling bins, so on and so forth. There's a myriad of details that we'll have to dive into. And we are targeting late August, early September to come to the council with a presentation on this. And obviously that will probably take up, this process will probably take several meetings over the course of the next year to get us into a new franchise agreement. We also have street sweeping scheduled for Friday, July 25th. So please try to park off of Wildwood Avenue and Davis Streets in particular. And then Pacific Gas and Electric is moving forward with the utility undergrounding project on Wildwood Avenue between Berkeley and side streets. So Rule 28 funding, which is set aside, not involving city funds, but is an old rule from the California Public Utilities Commission that set aside funding for undergrounding work. The city itself has approximately $500,000 in this account that sits in CPUC. They were able to reallocate some funding to make that project budget $2.6 million, which according to PG&E is enough to cover the undergrounding project, which basically goes from Side Street down to Berkeley, roughly. And so the city's involvement in the project is expected to be minimal. But there may be some additional costs the city will want to consider covering for some of the customer utility boxes, but that will come down the road. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions the council may have and return it back to the mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, City Manager. Councilmember Wilson.
I'm just gonna say, we had more animals than usual transported to Miranda's, which is unfortunate, but I think some of these were extenuating circumstances, and I'm just really, really glad that this is not the norm anymore. But I can't just neglect not to mention it simply because it won't be zero. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up. But some of these were extenuating circumstances that will bode well in the future. So there's that. I'll say that. And that is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Woodall.
Oh, I have a question. You know the scooters that the kids are riding that are really fast?
Yes.
Is there any regulations about those at all? Is there a speed that they can only go up to? I was listening to a nurse that worked in an emergency room, so they're having a lot of calls for kids using those bikes and that.
So the law as far as helmets is still applicable to them. As far as the speed limits, same as a bicycle, and they have to obey the posted speed limit on the street. They're treated just like the vehicle. So if they're exceeding the speed limit on our safe streets, it'd be the same as a vehicle exceeding the speed limit. Is it safe to do that on a scooter? No, but that's the capability of them, and that's the law as of right now.
Okay, it just seems like it's scary.
I agree.
One little guy though that I see riding through town, he's very careful. He stays where he should, but.
Are they stand-up scooters? When you say scooter, are you talking about like a seated thing, or you're standing up it?
They're standing scooters, and I've seen mainly two varieties. You can buy both at Costco right now that I noticed. But one is more an adult one. I think it tops out close to 25, 30 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
And then they have a smaller one that's similar to like the kids' razor ones that tops out at 10 miles an hour. Still fast for that type of scooter, but
Okay.
When he rides, looks like a little motorcycle. But never. It was just for information. I just it's fun. Thank you.
Are there any hands raised or any emails regarding staff report? Okay. Okay, then we will move on to council communications and reports. Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you. On July 25th, the Critters Without Litters will be down here at the fire hall doing pet wellness exams. You do need to schedule in advance. They're offering general exams, microchips, nail trims for friendly pets, and a multitude of vaccines. It is all low cost. It's all very affordable. Please do call and, make an appointment in advance. It's not just a walk-in thing this time, but it's also not just a vaccine clinic. There's an actual vet to look at your pets. One of the reasons I think that's super convenient is that usually a vet, and this vet does too, you have to pay for an exam if you want the good prescription flea and tick medicine. So this is a great way to get that done without ever leaving city limits. Those exams will count towards getting you on the books there. Their wellness exams are $50, which is, compared to some other vet clinics in the area, extremely cheap. So please do spread the word. This is being put on Critters Without Litters, the Community Resource Center, and Fire Department are all trying to get together on this. And if it goes well, we can do it again. So we're very hopeful about that. And then I wanted to give you all an update on our spay neuter voucher program. From October till now, we have given out 55 vouchers, and 24 of those have already been redeemed and billed and paid for by the city. We have helped spay and neuter 13 dogs and 11 cats. These are largely pets. These aren't the ferals and strays yet, but that's a lot of pets and a lot of people, households that we've really, really helped here. There's been a massive uptick lately. So again, we have over 25 of those vouchers still out in the community that have not yet been billed, but like I said, it's kitten season, so I'm hoping some of those go to that. But it's going well. We're getting massive positive feedback about this. We're the only city doing this in the entire county and most of the state of California and most of the country, really. So just like to highlight the way that the things we're doing right here, that a whole lot of other cities in the entire country could really, really learn from. So go Rio Dell. That's it. Thank you.
I want to take a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Councilmember Little, first, thank you for all you do in that area. That haven't been easy, thank you.
Thank you.
And Chief, are we gonna have the nuisance abatement tomorrow?
We are not.
Okay, so we will not be having that. Thank you. That's it. Councilmember Wilson?
No, Bob, we had I had HWMA, and then during the month of June, we don't, HWMA made us meet during June or December. Annually, we address that, I'm staying with that, and then next week, I think I have our CDA. Typical. Nobody get great enlightenment.
Thank you. And I attended an HTA strategic planning retreat in Eureka last Friday. HTA has a lot going on, and they're doing some really good things for the county and throughout the state. They're developing different routes, connecting us from Humboldt to Reading. They're working on getting us to Sacramento and the Bay Area. I think we've already have an express going there. So they're doing really good things. The hydrogen buses are going to be online here in a second. And we're just kind of trying to plan out for the next 5 years and then a long-term 20-year vision. I have a seismic safety commission meeting in Sacramento on Thursday. And I just wanted to say for anyone who might be listening that Rio Dell was in the Western City magazine, which goes throughout the whole state, talking about our new trail. It's really, it's a great article. You can get a printed copy here at City Hall, or it's at westerncity.com, but it is really something to be proud of that Rio Dell is getting recognition to that degree. I think that that's all I have. So, yeah, I think we're gonna adjourn. Is there a motion?
Yes, there is. So moved.
Right. Is there a
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. We are adjourned until August something.
Retirement to closed session.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. We are adjourning our open session until August 5th at 6 p.m. and we are going into closed session at this time.
Will we get Western City Night?
So we used to, they don't do the print version.
Yeah, we can show.
Only once a year because of their budget constraints, so they only do once a year.